Carole Baskin. Hey guys, it's Carole Baskin. Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you want to know how I got this Carole Baskin Halloween look, make sure you keep watching. Alright guys, time to turn into Carole Baskin. For makeup, I'm not doing anything crazy. Her makeup look isn't really like that distinct to where I need to do a special makeup look for people to know that I'm Carole Baskin, but I probably will do like a more distinct cat eye just because, you know, she's like the epitome of a cat lady. I felt like it was fitting. And then most pictures I see her in, she has like pink lipstick on. So I have this pink lip gloss that I'll probably put on and just make it like a bit more dramatic than I usually would. But yeah, that's gonna be it in terms of makeup. So I already did like my skincare. I filled in my brows a little bit, so now I'm just priming my face. Then I'm gonna apply my usual foundation. So I filmed a Halloween Get Ready With Me last year too. Last year I was Ashley O from Black Mirror, Miley Cyrus's character, and that's probably my favorite Halloween look I've ever done. I love doing Halloween looks that are like relevant to the times. Like I feel like if I did Ashley O this year, people would be like, what? Like it's just kind of random since that episode came out last year. And then Carole Baskin, I feel like, you know, Tiger King was such a big thing this year, so this is like a good year to do it. Because if I waited until next year, you know, it'd kind of be a little bit irrelevant, I think. I've seen the makeup tutorials where people go all out and they like do the fake wrinkles and stuff to really make them look like Carole Baskin, but I don't really think that's necessary. Like I said, she doesn't really have a super distinct makeup look to where you have to do that for people to know that you're Carole Baskin. It's more about like the outfit and what you're wearing. So I really like Halloween costumes where you can just like make it your own and like put your own spin on things. In my Halloween Get Ready With Me last year, I talked about how I like doing a costume that's like not so popular that you're gonna see a ton of the same thing, but not so obscure that no one's gonna know what you are. I like a good balance where people are like, oh, that's creative, which Carole Baskin, it's not like the most creative thing ever, but I knew Carole Baskin was what I wanted to be for Halloween ever since watching it back in, when did it come out? Like April? March? Maybe May, I don't know. Back during the beginning of quarantine times. I remember watching it back then and thinking like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go as that for Halloween, and thinking everything would be back to normal by now, but sadly it's not yet. I was like, oh, we're gonna get to go to all these Halloween parties. Halloween's on a Saturday this year, so we're gonna get to go all out. Which I just realized I didn't even tell you guys what I'm doing, because you're probably wondering if I'm just dressing up for no reason. For the past few months, my store manager, which if you don't know, I work retail, but our store manager has been talking about us like all getting together and doing like a team building thing before the holidays, because the holidays are the craziest time for retail, which you probably know. But yeah, we're just getting together. It's gonna be just a small little thing with just us. We thought, why not dress up in Halloween costumes, since it's probably gonna be one of like the only opportunities we're gonna get to dress up for Halloween. And I see my coworkers like every day anyway, so. But it's gonna be a fun time, I'm excited. After I finish getting ready, I definitely wanna take some pictures with my cat for obvious reasons. Going back over my brows a little bit because they got kind of covered up with concealer. And then I'm gonna contour just a little bit. And then just setting everything with this I Heart Revolution setting powder in peach. I always thought that I would only ever use the Laura Mercier setting powder, the translucent setting powder, because I love that stuff and I didn't think I would ever possibly switch. But I ended up getting this as a birthday gift this year and I'm obsessed with it, and it's like way less expensive than Laura Mercier. So I honestly don't know if I'll ever go back. And it works just as well too. Then I'm just gonna go back in with my ride or die favorite bronzers. My Too Faced. I put some self tanner on my face earlier and I can see it starting to develop. And honestly, I don't really like this self tanner that much. It's that Loving Tan that everyone on Instagram always raves about. And every time I use it, it just looks like dirty. It doesn't even look like a nice natural tan. So I don't know if I'm just doing something wrong, but I always exfoliate and moisturize before I put on self tanner. So this is the only one that's ever given me any kind of problems or just looks not natural. Going back in with my setting powder just to make my contour look a little more defined. Another thing that I really like about this costume is that you don't have to go out and buy a bunch of stuff. Pretty much everyone has like some kind of leopard or cheetah print or even tiger print in their closet. And like honestly, you could make it work with any kind of leopard, cheetah, animal print clothing. And then you could DIY a flower crown, which is what I'm gonna wear with my outfit, for super cheap. Like you could just get some stuff from Hobby Lobby, or you could buy one for cheap. I bought mine off Amazon and I think it was like 10 bucks. A lot of this stuff you probably already have, and if you don't have it, you don't have to spend a lot of money for it. So I'm all about that when it comes to a good DIY Halloween costume. Then for my eyes, I think I'm mostly just gonna use my Naked 2 palette. I'm gonna go in with the shade Foxy first to kind of like set everything and act as a base color. Then as a transition shade, I'm gonna use the shade Tease, which I use quite a bit as my transition crease shade. Going in windshield wiper and circular motions. Blend it out really nicely, and then I'm gonna bring just like a little bit into the corner. Once I get ready to, I definitely want to film the TikTok. You probably know what I'm talking about. It's like the Savage Carole Baskin one. Literally gets stuck in my head like every 5 minutes. Also bringing the shade Tease under my eye. Then I'm gonna go into my outer corner with this gray shade called Pistol. Gonna bring that shade Pistol under my eye too, just on the outer part though. Then with my finger, I'm gonna apply the shade Verve on the inner part of my eye and the rest of my lid. Just a basic smoky eye, nothing too special. Then I go back in with that Foxy shade that I used as a base to like clean up the edges. Make sure it's really well blended. Then I'm gonna go in with Blackout and just really deepen up that outer corner a little bit more. Not a lot though. Then before I do my liner, I'm just gonna apply some highlight onto the high points of my face. Okay, scary part, the eyeliner time. Time for the cat eye. Oh, it's not too bad. The trick I've learned about cat eye is I used to think you needed to make like this really straight, sharp line going out, but I've learned that you can just like curve them both and it still looks perfectly fine, and it's a lot easier to apply that way. I'm gonna do this one before I finish that eye because I'm just like really nervous about it. This eye is always harder than my other one for some reason. It never turns out as good, but it's not that bad. All right, that'll do, donkey. All right, that looks pretty good. I'm gonna line under my eye with this blackout eyeshadow too. Just on my waterline. All right, time for mascara. Of course, using Too Faced Better Than Sex, my favorite. And life hack, I buy the mini one because I feel like it dries up and expires pretty quickly, so you don't even really have time to use the full size one if you do buy the full size one, because by the time I like get halfway, not even halfway through it, it's already dried up. So I just like to use the mini one, and it saves you money too. Okay, now I'm gonna apply this pink lip gloss. Then for my hair, I don't really need to do anything crazy with it. Her hair is pretty wavy, so I think I'm just gonna like crimp it a little bit. I got this crimper off Amazon, which I will link below. It works pretty well. Alright, hair is done, makeup is done. I think they both look pretty good. There's kind of like some weird pieces of hair in the front, but my flower crown's gonna cover that, so no biggie. Alright, let's go change into my fit. Alright guys, here's the finished look. I'm really happy with how it turned out. My flower crown is from Amazon, which I'll link below. I feel like my hair and makeup turned out really good and just fit really well with the vibe. My jumpsuit I love, it's from ASOS, so I'll also link this below. And then I'm just wearing my Doc Marten Jaden boots. And I love this look, and it's super easy to achieve as well. And then super last minute, I was Googling some photos of Carole Baskin because I wasn't gonna wear any jewelry, but then I noticed she wore a necklace kind of like this, like a boho statement piece necklace, and I realized I had something very similar, so I threw this on. And then she wears kind of like boho earrings, like feather earrings and stuff like that, so this was the closest thing I had, but I felt like it tied in with the whole look really well, and I like how it comes together. And yeah, I love how this turned out. I think everything looks really good. Hey all you cool cats and kittens, let's go take some photos. You ready for a photo shoot? Do you like my look? Do I look like the ultimate cat lady? I think Boba approves. Thank you guys so much for watching this video and tutorial. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and subscribe if you're not already. I will see you guys really soon in my next video.